What happened to all the books?
Dispatch, 1381.
So I just stepped foot out of the Lovejoy Library here at SIUE. I'll admit, I haven't been here for about 10 years inside the library. And my question, I'm kind of in shock a little bit. What happened to all the books? What happened to all the resources? Honestly, the entire first floor, I didn't take any video there of that. There are no books. It's just open space of tables and beanbag chairs. They've got a Starbucks in there. I mean, it was bizarre. Now, I know you can find most things online and it's essential, but libraries are supposed to be these bastions of knowledge that you can go there. They have all these books. There's everything there you need, everything. There's nothing in, I mean, there are books on the second and third floor. And I take that back. There was one little corner on the first floor where they had a couple shelves of books, but that was it. I mean, there was nothing but these wide open tables and beanbag chairs and some whiteboards. That's it on the first floor. I mean, I realize it was 10 years ago since I last stepped foot in there, but that has changed dramatically. I mean, is this what libraries are now? They have no books, they have no reference, just the internet. I mean, the internet's an almost indispensable part of our lives, but it's not infallible, and you can't find everything on the internet. So, when the internet goes down, what do? It was just bizarre. I'm not gonna lie, it was really bizarre walking in, because I went to school here the second time around when I came back for my second degree. And yet the first floor, yeah, there weren't as many books. That's where all the popular books were, where you know, the latest novel that was out, things like that. There were a few other things that were there, but even the second and third floors. The second floor is kind of nice because part of it now they have as a museum. I didn't show that, but it's a museum to the Louis Sullivan, who was a famous architect. So that was cool, but the rest of it was kind of bizarre. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been in a few public libraries since then, and they still have books. I order most of my books online or buy them at the bookstore, but I've never seen, this is a major university library in Illinois. They have hardly any books. I don't know about even upstairs where when I was in school they had some of the rare materials, things they had. I don't know if those are even accessible anymore. They had a section for maps, but there weren't hardly any maps there. It was weird, really, really weird, not gonna lie. So what I wanna know, have you seen this? Have you been to a university library? Are your university libraries devoid of books now too, and more like a playground area? It reminded me, honestly, because they had there's cherry top chairs and beanbag chairs and things like that. It looked like something that came out of Google headquarters back in the day, when Google headquarters was a place everybody seemed they wanted to work. But then it I don't know if that's still the case now because it costs Google so much money and everything. But that's what it reminded me of, kind of like almost like an adult daycare. So have your libraries, have they got exchanged all their books for adult daycare services? Let me know in the comments. And this wasn't limited to just one area. I mean, it's across the board. The archives, the historical materials, the popular books, research, everything. For instance, SIUE used to have an amazing children's book collection. They had children's books and stories going all the way back to the Brothers Grimm. I mean, like, and some cases, some rare materials that you could actually examine and things like that. Their entire children's book selection is like 3 or 4 shelves now on the second floor. I mean, they had you were able, when children's literature, if you were writing a paper about that, this was a great place to go. You could study to see the trends, see how things were evolving, changing, whatever patterns. You can't do that anymore. It's just gone. This has been just kind of a rambling rant from Adventures in TV Land. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, the dislike button. Until next time, that's a wrap.